Hi, my name is Sean. I'm going to be looking at Red Scorpion, which is a Dolph Lundgren movie put out in 1989 by Canon Pictures and directed by Joseph Zito, who also directed Missing in Action and Invasion USA, and was poised to direct the Canon Pictures version of Spider-Man in the mid-'80s until that production went belly up. Dolph Lundgren in this movie is a Russian, he's a Soviet soldier, very best of his kind, sent to an African nation that's occupied by the Soviets to kill a ruthless dictator. And of course, when he gets to Africa, he realizes that the ruthless dictator is not a ruthless dictator at all. He's the leader of a rebel force which the Russians are trying to crush so they can fully take over. And Dolph Lundgren in the beginning of this movie is an unruly kind of drunken slob, and he then pulls up his socks and goes to Africa, and then joins up with the freedom fighters and tries to carry out his mission. Gets caught red-handed by the freedom fighters, thrown back to the Soviets, who then torture him. Dolph Lundgren then escapes from the Soviets and tries to make his way through the African wilderness, and then faints and then gets picked up by a bunch of aboriginals, and Dolph Lundgren then realizes the error of his ways as he learns the culture and ways of the aboriginals, and then joins forces with the freedom fighters to then stick it to the Russians. And the ending of this movie is basically your typical 80s, Rambo-esque, one man against an army, dozens of bullets flying Dolph Lundgren's way, but none of them catch him, and then, of course, every bullet that he shoots destroys, umpteen soldiers in front of him. It's still awesome. I mean, he shoots off one guy's arm, and there's some, cool one-on-one fights and stuff. Even during the movie, there's a lot of great, there's a car chase, and there's Dolph Lundgren beating up a bunch of Soviets, and it's pretty cool. Lots of explosions. There's more story in this thing than most mid-'80s movies. I think by the time the 80s were winding down, people were demanding a little bit more sophistication in their action movies. And at the time, Red Scorpion was seen as kind of the lesser of action pictures back then. I mean, people would more gravitate to a Commando or a Terminator than Red Scorpion, but nowadays it's seen as a Dolph Lundgren classic. There is some decent redemption stuff in there. It's a pretty good story for an action picture of that time, and I think people are taking a second look at this. Right now it's out on Blu-ray and DVD, so you should definitely check this one out if you saw Expendables 2 and have a hankering to watch some old school action pictures. Red Scorpion is pretty cool. Check it out.
In Rocky IV, he fought for his country.
What the hell is this?
Now, Dolph Lundgren is taking off his gloves and taking on an entire army. One man at a time. Red Scorpion.
The impetus behind the rebellion is this man. He is your targeted objective.
His one mistake meant a death sentence.
I leave you as an insult to your people.
How could you fail?
Their one mistake.
We'll have a band-aid.
You're breaking my bleeding heart, Moose.
Was not finishing the job.
We will deliver our response.
This is the rebel army.
Pride of the Soviet army.
First he was their weapon. Now he's their punishment. They think they control him.
Let's kick some.
Think again.
Doctor might need some help!
Dolph Lundgren. Red Scorpion.